All right, best front load washers. We're gonna do full size first and then compacts. Let's just hit it.
Let's do it, I like it. So we're gonna start with Electrolux.
Alphabetical
the model
order.
Alphabetical order. ELF7637BT.
I like Electrolux. It's 4.5 cubic feet. They have that smart boost option where it pulls the detergent and the water together and then releases it at a certain period of time.
Yeah.
It's a solid washer, but they haven't changed it. I think the auto dispenser does the same thing. You get to load up to like Whirlpool or GE. You get 32 or 40 loads. They don't have any antimicrobial. They don't have any smart functionality. I don't think smart functionality is important per se, but it's handy like to see a push notification so you don't have to go downstairs to your basement to find out you have like 3 minutes and 27 seconds left and just sit in front of the machine and wait for it to stop. So Smart Boost is great, but they've got to come out with new stuff. But the product works. I'd give it a solid B.
Yeah, for sure. They would do a 15-minute wash, real quick wash for kind of really small load. Yeah, things like that. Some unique features for sure. Hand wash cycle, which you don't see a lot anymore, but I agree, definitely a B there. All right, let's go with GE. So we're gonna go with the GE GFW655SSVWW.
Little bigger, 5 cubic feet.
Yep.
They were the first to put that antimicrobial, microban antimicrobial right in the gasket, the dispenser, the hoses.
Yeah.
They had they've got really the second biggest, the auto dispenser, which I think is a great feature. If you put too much detergent in, that detergent stays in the machine, and over time that's going to cause a service problem, probably some mold as well. So I think it does a lot of good things. I'd give it an A.
Yeah, definitely. Steam wash. Kind of what's new in this model here is that when you pair it with a dryer and you're stacking them, you can kind of have that functionality. Washer controls the dryer, which makes it a little bit easier. So definitely a solid A. I think they make some really good laundry product, and I really like the microban for sure. Next, stick with GE, but a little bit of a different style. The GE Ultrafast all-in-one machine.
The all-in-one. Well, we've already covered that in the new products one, but this is great technology to be able to put something in dirty and have it come back clean and dry in the same thing. It's heat pump technology, which means it recycles the air, it uses far less energy. I think it does take more time. So I would say for technology it's an S, but for functionality, remember, it's all in one, so it takes longer time. So, in a regular machine, you're taking the wash, you're putting it in the dryer, you're refilling that wash. So it's almost a little less than twice as much time to run one of these. So I would say it would be an A. It's not for everybody. For a family of 5 doing tons of laundry, not sure if it's applicable, but for everybody else, this is really a solid piece, provided it works.
Absolutely, and some of the unique things that they've done versus the other ones that haven't worked, really kind of the much better lint filtering system with the fan and the double-sided lint remover up top that has seemed to do pretty well so far, but of course still a really new machine. We're all about service, so we'll continue to kind of check and put that out there. So yeah, definitely a solid A.
Great machine.
All right, next we're going to go with LG, and we're going to do their WM4000HWA series.
And the 6700's next, right?
Yep.
What you can say about LG is it works. I'm not a big, Consumer Reports and our service don't seem to jive. In this one case, they do. The product works. It's got the turbo wash, whereby it's got steam. It's got the Wi-Fi functionality. They added a dispenser on the 6700, but from a reliability size, it's also the shallowest at 4.5 at 30 1/4, so it's easy to stack in a closet. I would say that I'd give an A to the 4000, and with the dispenser, the 6700, I'd give it an S. Almost.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, like you said, the incredible value really on the WM4000 for the features that it has with the steam, 30-minute wash, so reliable. I mean, it gets down to really $749 depending on those promotional maps. The 6700 for sure, the AI wash, it adds kind of the cool technology in the knob, so really adds some really cool features. So completely agree. So we'll go
A and S.
A and S. All right, one more LG here, and that's going to be their Signature WM9500. Little different machine.
Yeah, it's $2,000 for 0.8 cubic foot more, and you lose the dispenser and some of the functionality again. And you know, we're in Boston. In tighter spaces, it's 30 inches wide, 33 and a half inches deep. It's not going to fit. It's way too much for what it is. You can't stack it. I'd give it, you know, reliability aside, because it does work, I'd give it a C, because, you know, buy two of the other ones
it just
for the
doesn't
same
make
price,
sense,
you know?
right? You know, we always say, you know, the Americans like things bigger. It just doesn't make a lot of sense in this one. Not really worth spending the extra money there. You're not really gaining that much, and you get a much better machine for a much better price. Next is Maytag, and we're going to cover the MHW8630 model. I
actually like this machine. It's Maytag and Whirlpool are the same machine, but Maytag's got the cold power feature. Cold power means you can not feel guilty about throwing in whites and colors in the same wash. It starts out cold and gently warms it up so it washes both types fairly well. As someone who doesn't separate whites and colors because I'm always in a rush, that's got a certain appeal. Guilty. It's got a certain appeal. Again, you know, for the price, however, I would say I'd give this a solid B.
Yeah, definitely pricey. You know, typically over $1,200. You know, they don't have the microband, but they tried to add that fan fresh in there that you can do. You know, like one outfit and kind of do the wash and dry in one load.
Oh yeah, they've got the 12-hour wash.
But yeah, I agree. Let's go with a B. So next we're going to go with Samsung, and it's going to be the WF53BB8700.
Yeah, I can't figure a cycle it doesn't have.
No kidding.
I mean, it's got what, 24 cycles, and then it has the AI functionality where you can customize any cycle you want at any time you want, however you want. Yeah, and it's fairly inexpensive, 5 cubic feet. This is a solid machine. We haven't sold Samsung in a while, but this is an A machine. Now, again, with a lot of these, you know, Samsung, LG, and I like them both. You got to be very careful, because if there's a problem with these, and statistically reliability is excellent on both, but when there is an issue, these are two brands you probably want to research first, service and area before you buy either one. But
absolutely.
In terms of function and size, features, it even has that antimicrobial, but does not have an auto dispenser.
Correct.
It has everything but an auto.
Yep.
Still, I'd give it an A.
Yeah, no question. You know, cool colors in there, the silver steel in that model. Has a 28-minute wash, but when you pair it with the dryer, they have the super speed mode, they call it. So really, you could do a 30-minute wash with a 30-minute dry. Yeah, but we'll see how that works.
They don't have the high-speed hoses, though. I mean,
yeah, so we'll see how that works. And then one cool thing, too, when stacked together, you can kind of control the washer with the dryer.
Yeah, they get the multi-control. So I'd say an A.
Let's give it an A. One more Samsung here. We're going to go with the WWA60A990W.
The Flex Wash.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say the same. I mean, again, this is a great piece of technology. You got two washers in one. A lot of people say twice as many problems, but you have the ability to wash differently in both.
Yeah.
It's 6 cubic feet, but again, you're talking about paying a premium for that and not getting some of the features you would on just a regular good machine. I would say I'd put this in the C category.
Yeah, taller machine too. You know, if you truly want
to
hand wash certain things, you know, I guess it's nice to have there. But again, way better value with other machines. All right, next we're gonna go with Speed Queen, and it's gonna be the FF7009WN.
This is a great story. American made in Wisconsin. Solid machine. It's legit heavy. You really need like 2 or 3 guys to lift this thing. But just because it's heavier and it's got a better warranty doesn't mean it's more reliable.
Yeah.
And we've shown it to not be as reliable as an LG, at least in the first year. Again, you're looking at small capacity, none of the features, but a better warranty. Like the story, warranty's good, but remember, independent service providers don't like warranties because they don't get paid as much. So make sure you're buying it from a store with service because they have no choice.
Definitely.
But you know, I like the story. I'd give it just a B out of sympathy almost.
Yeah, the 5-year warranty is nice, but you still got to deal with all the hassle if it's not a reliable machine. And it's really expensive. It's over $2,000, so it's a really pricey machine, really basic machine, no steam. So yeah.
It's 3.5, yeah. It doesn't have auto dispensers.
So we're going to go with the Sympathy B.
Okay, Sympathy B.
Sympathy B. All right, next we're going to do the Whirlpool, the WFW862CHC.
I like this machine because, you know, my parents got it in Florida, and I've never gotten a call wondering how to operate the machine. And the reason for that is it's all push button. So see the cycle, press the button. It's not a swing shuttle. There's a certain appeal to that. But again, you know, you're talking about a machine that's way more expensive than probably it should be. But still, it's made well, it's reliable. And for your parents, it's a great time saver. It's a great time saver. So I would say I'd give it a solid B. If it was probably more budget friendly, if it was more like in that $900 to $1,100, it would probably be an A.
Yeah, looking at like $1,400 or so, definitely high. Really large dispenser, kind of puts the dispenser at the bottom.
Yeah, so it's definitely a B. If you get it on a promotion or an outlet sale for less than that, it's an A.
So now we're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to go to compact washers. So really, typically your 24-inch wide, smaller compact washing machines.
Fit in closet. It actually fits in kitchen cabinets too if you want to put it in your kitchen.
So let's start with Beko. So we're going to go with the BWM7200X.
Like the story. In fact, what they do is their outer tub is made out of recycled plastic that they reclaim from the ocean. And they've claimed millions of tons of plastic, which would be great if everybody did it. If everybody did, we probably wouldn't have any plastics in the ocean. You know, wishful thinking. But in terms of features for the money, I would say it's just a B, barely.
Yeah. One unique thing is it does pair with really kind of one of the only vented dryers in compact laundry. So, you know, if you're looking for something vented, this would definitely be really one of the kind of the few solutions there for you too.
Yeah, they're talking about lowering prices, and they were actually the first company to bring heat pump technology into the United States.
All right, next one we're going to talk about is Bosch. And this is going to be the WAW285H1UC.
Well, in terms of reliability, there's nothing quite like it. It's only like 2.5% service in the first year. It's you know, the average appliance is 9.6 to give you an idea how many times we go out in the first year. But from a feature standpoint, they're really it's not really feature rich. But then again, I mean, do you need 24 cycles like the Samsung we talked about? Probably not an AI technology. So it really depends on what you need. I would say it's either, I'd give it a solid B, maybe an A.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd gotten a lean A on it. The heat pump, they do really kind of do a nice heat pump technology there, really energy efficient. Quick 30-minute wash, a 1,400 RPM, so it does a really nice job of spinning the clothes and kind of helping with the drying there. And really efficient in the heat pump. You know, that kind of RPM definitely helps with that drying, so. Next, we're going to talk about Miele, and the model is going to be the WXR860CWS.
Is that the best one?
That's the top of the line.
Yeah. They have 4. And all 4 are excellent. This is really technologically probably the best appliance you can buy. It's got the honeycomb drum, so you know the zippers don't stick. You know, it's can wash silks. It's got a 1,600 RPM spin speed, which means the clothes are almost dry when you get out of it. It's got the only auto dispenser in a compact machine. It's got fragrance doors, and you can put your own custom fragrances in the dryer. It's all heat pump on the dryer as well. And it's got that intense wash, the 2-pump system to really saturate your clothes. There's really nothing like it and actually it's a lot more reliable than our numbers are. When you delve into it, a lot of the error codes are basically, the only thing you got to worry about in a Miele is just that small little box. You just got to clean out the lint from the washer every once in a while and you'll be fine. But in terms of everything you can buy, if you're looking for a compact size, it is a little bit pricey. This is This is an S without
probably
question.
Best, most reliable on the market.
Well, next to Bosch.
The twin dose laundry that it has there is, you don't have to use their detergent. But I remember when the machines first came out, we even had the engineers from Germany that came in and showed us how they kind of got the detergent to work on certain cycles. Pretty incredible stuff. But again, you don't have to use their detergent. But
it's also bleach too.
Yeah.
So it dispenses the right amount of detergent and the right amount of bleach. The only problem with it is you got to buy the Miele,
correct,
the twin dose Miele cartridges, which aren't that bad.
And then finally here we got the Electrolux, and this is the EIFLS200 series.
Yeah, I think the washer's made in Mexico, the dryer's made in Poland still. I like this machine. We sold it for years. We haven't in years, but it's got steam. It's got basic cycles. It basically works. Doesn't have some of the features of, certainly doesn't have any of the features of the Miele. I can't speak about reliability, but it's a decent brand. I'd give it a solid B.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, really the only one that has kind of steam, or one of the only ones that has steam in the combo beside the Miele. Yeah, solid B.
All right, that's it for full size and compact. If you like what you saw, we'll be rating more products like this in the future. So click and subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.